Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today, I'm going to be telling you guys a drastically different video from what I normally do, and I wanted to tell you guys who I am as Kaghoe and what my channel means to me and the person that I am. I'm telling you this story because I want you guys to understand who I am, what I'm about, my life, my journey, and the goals that I am working towards every single day. I think online it is really hard to judge the character of a person because you only see what the creator wants you to see, and that can lead to some people being very disingenuous, and there's so many examples of that. But I want to share my story with you guys so you understand who I truly am as a person, and why when I say I want to help you guys out every day in my videos, I really genuinely truly mean it. So that brings us to the unfortunate life events section of my story, and this one is something that I have in the YouTube bio, and just things that have simply been out of my control that really have truly impacted me as a person. And you know, when you're really young and a lot of things happen to you, it can be really hard to get over them, and these are some of the biggest events that sort of happened to me as a kid. So when I was growing up, I played football and baseball, and those were two sports that I really enjoyed. But while I was playing football, and this wasn't really talked about or known too much at the time, but now we definitely know way more about it. I had a severe head-to-head collision with another kid. The other kid had to be dragged off in an ambulance. I got knocked out, and I had a severe concussion. However, I went back in and played the game because I hated losing, and I didn't really know about concussions. My coaches didn't, my parents didn't really either, and it was kind of a subject that people didn't really know a lot about. But I kind of definitely think I messed up my brain a little bit with that, playing with an untreated concussion and not really taking the proper steps to heal even at a young age, because we'll talk about it later on, but I do have something wrong with my brain according to a brain scan that I got as an adult. But my ages from like 9 to 12 is kind of a memory gap, kind of all blurs together. I don't really have too many things I can specifically remember about those years, and it kind of sucks. But anyway, that isn't even the worst thing that has happened, I suppose. This next one is what probably impacted my life a lot because I didn't really understand it, and I was only 12 years old. But essentially, I went to my annual physical, and the doctor discovered something wrong with my left testicle, and I didn't really know what any of that meant as a 12-year-old kid, obviously. But essentially, I was born with a dead testicle. It should have been removed at birth, and it was not. So from 1 to 12, it was just inside of me. My birthday's in November, so it was my annual physical. We went and had surgery as fast as we could in February. We went to a bunch of specialists in between November to February to figure out what it was. And so they removed it as fast as possible, but the biggest worry was that if it remained inside me and the dead organ would start to cause cancer or come close to causing cancer. I can say that I never actually was officially diagnosed with cancer, so I don't think it got that far, which is an amazing blessing for sure, and I'm glad we caught it when we did. However, it did, impact me a lot because my parents gave me awesome advice back then, but I didn't really get it. But they said, just keep it a secret, don't really tell people, because they didn't want me to get bullied for it. And, trying to explain that whole situation to a bunch of kids as a kid who didn't even understand it, it was definitely the right call for them. But I don't really... I believe I have no complications, really. I think the other one has made up for everything that it was lost with there. I believe I can still have kids. Those are a lot of the popular questions that people ask when I tell them about it. But during that time is actually when I fell in love with World of Warcraft. It has been... WoW was there because I couldn't play sports for a year after the surgery. And then I didn't play the next year because I fell in love with WoW. But WoW was there for me at a time when I needed it a lot because I sort of isolated myself. I didn't really talk to a lot of people about it. I just thought I was carrying around some big old secret that people would not really know about if I told them, and that really impacted my life quite a bit. Then I always struggled when I was, making friends throughout high school and going forward. The girls that I dated then, too, were manipulative exes that, not the best choices for me to date them, and it never worked out. So I always struggled with sort of making friends and having real relationships with people and connecting with them. And so that really, impacted me quite a bit as well. But, it was always there for me, games and World of Warcraft. And WoW has just been that crutch there, lifting me up every time that I have had struggles, every time I have been sad, every time I've been down there, WoW was always there for me. And that's why I probably love it. But anyway, those are probably the biggest, most unfortunate things that have really happened to me. There are a few more that we'll talk about in the college era of my life, but I really think that the negatives shape you as a person way more than any positive event will, and I think that's just how we're hardwired to be. And I don't think I would change any of these things that have happened to me because it's made me the person that I am today, and I don't think I'd be that person without them. But anyway, guys, that's enough about unfortunate events. Let's head to the college era. I'll see you there. So my college era is some of the best memories of my life. I finally found a group of people that I really blended with, loved, and got along with a ton. Those are some of my best friends. Those were the people that I was spending this weekend with up at one of their weddings as well. And it was just really, truly fantastic people. Then I actually finally got diagnosed with ADHD. I knew I had it. I'd always been hyper, and I needed to get the meds to really get through my college schooling. Being home in high school, I always was pretty brilliant as a kid. But my parents always held me accountable, so I didn't necessarily need the meds. But once I got to college and I was on my own, the meds really sort of helped me get through classes and everything with school. However, once I discovered alcohol and turned 21, the meds have a terrible reaction, specifically Vyvanse is what I was on. They had a really, really bad reaction with alcohol. Full-blown, almost manic episodes. Psychosis was hitting me, and it led to a lot of terrible life decisions that I was making, burning a lot of friendships and relationships I had made, and it just led me to a full-on sort of mental breakdown where I was kind of lost it. I did get the help I needed. I went to therapy. It was the best decision I had ever made. We looked at the idea of if I was bipolar or had a borderline personality disorder or sort of a mental disorder in that regard. Now I don't think I do. Then they did kind of think I did, but I think it was the combination of the meds that I was taking that led to that creation. And so it was really hard time for me. That is probably where I hit my rock bottom. It was where, I was at that point where I felt completely empty. There was a void there in my life, and it was definitely the lowest point I have ever been in my life. I contemplated some self-harm, but I never went through with it. Obviously, I'm still here today. But it's not what this is about at all, so I don't want to try to make you feel bad for me or anything. I'm here today. I made it through it, and I think being at those low points and acknowledging what was going wrong allowed me to become Kaghoe and become the person I am today with all of that. And it was definitely a struggle that I had to go through to become the person I am today. So the next chapter that I want to talk about is me becoming Kaghoe. So after rising up from the lowest point I had ever been, I decided to start creating content. Games had always been there for me. They'd always been my escape from reality, from all the bad things that had happened to me, and being able to always have those games and fit in and, always have people there just simply because they also liked those games was a connection that I'd always loved. So I wanted to start content creating, start playing games, and putting myself out there and seeing what happens. And so I started streaming Fortnite from 2017 to 2019. It was a really fun experience. I just tried to, be out there helping people get wins. Largely the audience for Fortnite is a bunch of kids. So I had a few experiences where I was able to help them get like their first win and stuff. And it was such an amazing feeling just being able to use my skills at a video game to make some kids' day. I thought that was really something incredible, and it speaks to the power of gaming, just being able to bring people together no matter how old they are, where they are in their life, what it is. Everyone has that common interest of playing a game, and I thought it was really incredible. So from 2017, 2019, finishing up college, as well as playing Fortnite, I ended up getting to the World Cup semifinals. If we would have won that tournament, I would have been in the finals cup at New York City. However, I did not win that one, and I sort of decided that was it. I gave it my all, and I didn't make it. So I wanted to, take a break, and I was graduating college as well during that time. So I wanted to see what was in it for me. And so eventually, between May when I finished and August when Classic WoW came out, there's a sign of a little lull there, just sort of figuring out life. I came back home, moved in with my parents. I was a financial planner for Northwestern Mutual. I also did some investing, as well as COVID hit and meme stocks. So I was pretty good at investing. I got really lucky. I invested a lot in AMC, and I'd also started the YouTube channel by then, and just sort of life I'd gotten really lucky because the channel saw some really early successes with the Classic WoW project, and then I also I was eligible because the YouTube channel counts as an entrepreneurial business. Not the PPP loans, but it counted for unemployment if you could prove that. So I was able to get some unemployment money from YouTube because of that. It was a proven fact in my state, and so I was like, might as well. And then I took some of that money and I invested it in AMC and made quite a lot. And so since then, I've just been living off of YouTube and that's sort of where I am financially. The only expenses that I have are my student loan debt, and that's pretty much what all of my YouTube money goes to, and everything that you guys have donated, given me, it just goes to paying off my only debt that I have. And so the next thing that I want to talk about is why I enjoy helping others. So I'll see you then. So to me, the reason I want to give back so much and help people is because I truly understand what it's like to have no one, what it's like to feel so utterly alone, what it's like to hit that rock bottom and have no one. And I think through all the pain and trauma that I've experienced in my life, some of it self-inflicted, some of it completely out of my control, the one thing that has remained a constant in my life all 28 years is gaming. And it has always been there for me, and I feel almost indebted to it for those reasons. And it's why I enjoy making the positive, optimistic, and sort of helpful content. I don't like when I have to make videos bashing WoW or any other game or anything like that. I always try to look to the future, to be positive, to be optimistic, because that's just who I am as a person. Generally, my glass is half full, even after everything that's happened. And I just want to express that because it's not from a naive standpoint. It's from a standpoint of someone who has had a lot of stuff happen to them, who has reached those bottom pits. And so to me, I want to give back. I want to help you guys using my knowledge of WoW, all the stuff that has gotten me through these hard times, that I want to share with you. And that's why you see so many passionate videos from me. That's why I want to help you out. And to me, it's helping you guys. Like, say I help someone make extra gold per hour, right? That person, maybe they're a dad, maybe they have kids, maybe they have a family that they're getting after. So if they've watched my video and they're able to farm 100 gold in 1 hour, they have an extra hour to go hang out with their family, do something that they wanted to do other than the game. And to me, it's those examples. People comment stuff like that, and just so many examples of you guys saying that I've helped you and was able to help you. That truly means so much to me, because that is really all I have for WoW, and what I'm going after is trying to help you guys out in those ways. But anyway, to wrap this up, I want to talk about some of my final goals and the conclusion portion. So first off, before we talk about my goals, I just want to say how lucky and blessed I am to have such a supportive family that allow me to chase my dream of becoming a content creator. I think that is like the biggest thing that has allowed me to have any success and have success that I have had with my YouTube channel and some of the major milestones that I've hit and shared with you guys as of late. And for me, that is everything. If I do make it, if I do become some amount of famous where I become really well off, and my first goal is to pay off all debt that my immediate family has. I want to give back to them for allowing me to chase this dream. And the biggest one that I can do is I really want to build my parents' dream home on my family farm. They have talked about it for pretty much their entire lives and wanting to move back there where my dad's from and sort of build that. And I think it would probably be the greatest thing that I could give them for them allowing me to stay here and chase my dream. And I really don't have any want or need for fancy luxury things. All I want to do is live a very comfortable, happy life and be able to, create content and give back to you guys. It's essentially my life's goal and what I want to do. I really enjoy it. I enjoy connecting with you guys every day. I enjoy the following. I enjoy every time you guys say, hey man, this helped me, because that's the goal that I'm going with every single video I make, whether it's news informing you, whether it's a detailed guide, whether it's talking about even the negative ones. I do think they help because it lets people see a new perspective, and maybe even devs watch the videos. I don't know, but it can start a conversation that can lead to a better World of Warcraft, and that's sort of how I see it when I make those types of videos. But this video is long enough already. I could keep going forever essentially and talk about all 28 years of my life, but these are pretty much the major things and the driving forces behind me as Kaghoe in the channel. So I truly hope this helps you understand me better as a person, where I'm coming from, and why I really truly mean I want to help you guys as much as possible. I mean that every single time. It's why I have the like, comment, subscribe section of the video every single day, because everything you guys do helps my channel out, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the truly entire point of this channel. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, anything you'd like to talk about, I'm an open book. I'll answer every single one of them to the best of my ability. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.